In this video, we will study about meristematic tissues. Now, what are meristematic tissues? These are the tissues which help in growth of a plant. Like if we sow a seed or we propagate the plant, and then when plant grows, how does this elongate? How does this grow? How young seedling develop into a mature plant? This is with the help of a group of cells, and this group of cell is called as tissue because these cells they can divide, so this is called as meristematic tissue. So we can define what is a meristematic tissue. A meristematic tissue is a group of cells which has power to divide and redivide, and this will remain in a continuous state of cell division, and this will add in length of the plant. This will help in growth of the plant. Now we can see here in this figure, now this part is group of cells called as meristematic cells, which is helping in cells to divide, formation of branches, formation of leaves. So this group of cell is called as meristematic tissue. Now we'll study about certain characteristics of meristematic tissues. Now meristematic tissues, they have different shapes. This may be rounded, oval, or this can be polygonal in shape. And when they are present in group, they will be present like this. So they all are isodiametric. They have same diameter. So they are isodiametric. Then their cell wall is thin, and this is made up of cellulose. And these cells, they are rich in cytoplasm. Now this is cytoplasm, and each cell is having a nucleus. And whenever vacuoles are present, they are very small in size, so they have tiny vacuoles. Now these cells, they do not, whenever whatever shape is there, but they don't have any reserve food material. Now these cells don't have plastids. Instead of plastids, they have proplastids. Then they have simple cell organelles. Mitochondria is very small. They may have endoplasmic reticulum. They may have proplastids. They may have ribosomes. But their metabolic activity is quite high because these cells, they are going to divide. If we see, this is one cell, and this will divide into two cells. This is one cell. When this divides into two cells, so cell wall materials are needed, cytoplasm is needed. Now again this will divide into three cells, then into four cells, and so on. Cell division take place, and cells, they keep on dividing. This is called as cell division. So for cell division, lot of materials they are needed. So proteins are needed, carbohydrates are needed, cell wall material are needed, formation of cytoplasm is there. So these cells, which are called as meristematic cells, they will show high metabolic activities. They are rich in metabolism, so they will show high metabolic activities. They will show high rate of respiration, and they will also show high rate of protein synthesis, high rate of carbohydrate formation. So they show high synthetic activity. And when a cell divide, supposing this is one cell, okay, I'll make the cell like this just to make you explain. Supposing this is one cell, and this has to divide. Now this may divide like this into two cells. So here, this is dividing by a wall which is parallel to this. This is parallel, right? So this is called as periclinal division. But this cell may also divide like this, at right angle to this. And when this is dividing at right angle into two cells, then this is called as anticlinal. So we always use the word that cells, they may divide by periclinal division, they may divide by anticlinal division. Now this I have shown the apex of the shoot, that is of the stem, and this is a group of cells called as meristematic cells. Now these cells will keep on dividing and adding the new cells. So this state of cell division is called as cell division, and this is the root apex. which is also having meristematic cells, and these cells, they will keep on dividing and help in increase in the growth of the root, and these cells will help in growth of the shoot. First cells they divide, then they elongate, then they differentiate. This is the part of the growth, but here in this video we'll discuss about the meristematic tissues. Now depending upon where these meristematic tissues they are located, now we will discuss types of meristems depending upon the position where they are located. Like we have just seen that when they are present at the tip, right here, this is present at the tip of the shoot, so this is called as apical meristem. So when it is present at the shoot, this is called as shoot apical meristem, and when this is present at the tip of the root, this is called as again apical meristem, but this is called as root apical meristem. So here this is helping in growth of the root, and here this is helping in elongation of the shoot, formation of new nodes and internodes and branches. So when it is present at the tip of the branch, then this is called as branch apical meristem. So structure will be same. Branches they are arising from the main stem. So this whole part of the plant, this upper part which is present above the soil, which bear main stem, branches and leaves, this is called as shoot system, and this part is called as root system, which is present below the ground. And this is the differentiation of the stem into nodes, and this part is called as internode. Now these apical meristem, they may be present. Now here we can see this is present above the node, and here it is present below the node. So apical meristem, they help in apical growth, and this is first category is apical meristem, which are present at the tip of the shoot, root or branches. So this is called as shoot apical meristem, this is called as root apical meristem, this is called as branch apical meristem. But when it is present in between the tissues, then it is called as intercalary meristem, and this will help in intercalated growth. And this will help in elongation of the internode. Now we can see here, this is present above the node and this is present below the node. So we can see here, in case of grasses, this is the node, this is also node, and here it is present above the node, this is also node. So here this is present above the node, but this is pudina or mint. Here it is present, this is node, but here it is present below the node. So this may be present above the node, this may be present below the node, but this helps in intercalation or intercalary growth or intercalary elongation of the tissue. Now third kind of meristems are called as lateral meristems. Now lateral meristems usually help in increase in diameter, they help in secondary growth. This I have shown the stem. Now when we cut the transverse section of the stem, now this is the transverse section of the stem, if we enlarge it, we will see that this yellow color ring is made up of cambium. Now cambium is single celled. We can see here this is single celled like this. Each cell is having cytoplasm and nucleus, and they have a different shape as compared to shoot apical meristem and root apical meristem. Now this part of the cambium which is present between the vascular bundle, this part is vascular bundle having phloem and xylem. So this part of the cambium which is present in the vascular bundle, this is also called as intrafascicular cambium. Now this intrafascicular cambium can cut off secondary phloem toward outer side and secondary xylem toward the inner side. I mean this can cut off new cells. So this will help in formation of secondary phloem and secondary xylem. This also help in increasing the diametric growth of the plant, that is diameter of the plant. Like supposing this is the stem which is in the young condition showing primary growth. Primary growth is when first formed xylem, first formed phloem. So this is called as primary growth. When this increases in diameter, its diameter increases. This is due to formation of secondary phloem and secondary xylem. And this is also called as, because they are positioned laterally in the stem, so this is called as lateral meristems or in the root. So these are called, they are depending upon their position, they are lateral in their organization, so they are called as lateral meristems, which help in secondary growth of the plant. We can see here this part of the stem has become very thick, like this is the branch which is arising and this is having thin part, but later on when this grows secondarily with the help of lateral meristem, this is quite thick, its diameter has increased. We can see here diameter has increased. We can see the young also, and we can see the mature branches also, which are showing the diametric growth, or lateral meristems are present, which are helping in increase in its diameter. So this is about types of meristems, that is, they can be apical meristems, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. So this is about meristematic tissue and their types of meristems. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have enjoyed my video, please like, share, and subscribe. And you can ask me questions also in the comment box. Thank you for watching.